Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
We decided, myself and my husband and my 7-year-old, that we'd come down here and throw a ball around and get some exercise. We were accosted by 2 police officers saying that came straight over to us and said that we are committing COVID crimes against Regina. You know, I was surprised, and I sort of flailing around a little bit with my arms because I was just like, what's happening? She just took me by surprise and just cuffed me. Now, this week I've been called by Clacton Police Station and asked to come in and give a voluntary interview for assaulting a police officer.
Lincoln J for Rebel News here in Clacton-on-Sea, England. Now, you may remember a report we did earlier on Joe Mannering, one of the clients we are helping out through our campaign at fightthefines.co.uk.
We decided, myself and my husband and my 7-year-old, that we'd come down here and throw a ball around and get some exercise. We were accosted by 2 police officers saying that came straight over to us and said that we are committing COVID crimes against Regina, and we were told specifically that we couldn't do this, that we couldn't throw our ball around. We had to be continuously swimming, cycling, running and walking. She came up to me and said, "I'm going to arrest you," and she cuffed me and she said to my husband, "You need to get someone to look after your 7-year-old because you're next." I was surprised, and I sort of flailing around a little bit with my arms because I was just like, what's happening? She just took me by surprise and just cuffed me.
Now, there's been an interesting update on Joe's case. I'm going to need you to stick with me to the end of the video so you can see how you can help Joe fight back. Take a listen to Joe's story. All right, Joe, so I understand there's been a bit of an update on your case. Why don't you share with us what exactly that is?
Okay, so I got in touch with Rebel News after what happened on the beach, and a complaint was put in about the wrongful arrest. This week I've been called by Clacton Police Station and asked to come in and give a voluntary interview for assaulting a police officer.
So, was there any mention of assault or anything of that matter when the incident took place that day?
No, not at all. I was arrested because they said to me that I failed to give my name. So that was it. They were very clear that it was because I failed to give my name, refused to give my name. It was the words they used, and that's why I was arrested, cuffed and put into the police car. As soon as I gave my name, I was de-arrested and let go. There was no mention whatsoever of any assault.
So I understand that you did put in after the incident took place, you put in a complaint, correct, to the authorities?
Yeah, that's right.
And do you think that this might be used, they might be throwing this assault charge now as a way to scare you off from following through with that complaint? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the timing is amazing, really, because before then there was no mention of anything. I wasn't taken to the station or charged for anything, not charged for any assault. There's no mention of this before the complaint went in. As soon as the complaint went in, now we've had this call about going in for a voluntary interview for assault.
We have our legal team backing Joe 100%. Now, we had a chance to catch up with them to get an update on the situation. Here's what they had to say.
We represented Joe really from the outset of a rather unfortunate incident. This is where she was walking on the beach with her son and her husband, throwing a ball, child's young, 7 I think, and they were stopped by police officers and promptly told off for not exercising, and the police sought to prescribe what they considered exercise, what form exercise should take. It's entirely incorrect. They briefly handcuffed her and put her into a car until she'd agreed to provide personal details and then let her go. We submitted a complaint to the police. We've received a complaint to that saying that it's being looked at, but they're aware that she is also under investigation and therefore can't deal with it entirely at this stage. She's actually due to be interviewed on the 28th of this month. A further allegation has been made against her by the police, which we hadn't heard of so far, of assaulting a police officer, which is entirely denied, and we will of course defend her. We'll be attending at the police station with her. My colleague Catherine Sprosen is going with to represent her, and will do so robustly.
Now, you've just heard from Daniel Burke. Daniel's going to do a great job fighting back and has already had some great wins for Brits with fines. We need your help crowdfunding his legal fees at fightthefines.co.uk so we can continue to back Joe 100%. Now, Joe, what are your thoughts going forward?
I'm incredibly optimistic about the case. I know I've done nothing wrong, and the footage will show I've done nothing wrong. So I'm just really, really glad that Rebel News are here to help me to fight this.
Now, if you want to help people like Joe fight back against unjust measures imposed by the British government, please go to fightthefines.co.uk. Donate what you can so we can continue to support people like Joe. For Rebel News, I'm Lincoln J. If you want to help fight back against these unjust coronavirus fines, please donate via the website at fightthefines.co.uk. And if you or anyone you know is at the receiving end of one of these fines, go to the website, fill out a form, don't pay that fine, we'll get you a lawyer and we'll fight it for you.